Hey, what's up? Brandon here with the Business for Breakfast show, and we are on episode number 20 right now. So I'm super pumped about bringing this information, and today we're going to talk all about product launches, the sequence in which we need to follow, the process, the mindset, and a little bit of strategy to help you along the way if that's what you're going through right now. So make sure to watch us until the end. You do not want to miss this. Okay, so I have been hearing a lot about product launches. Is it something that I want to do? Is it profitable? Is it time consuming? Is it something that can be done if you have zero experience? And I honestly believe that product launches are going to be the backbone to a lot of future businesses. So if you are online right now and you're thinking about how can you add an additional income stream, how can you better serve your clients, how can you sell something to people who have already purchased from you in the past, basically reactivating your buyers list, right? Well, there's so many different ways that we want to go about this, but there's a process in which we want to follow. So there's 7 things I want to share with you today that's going to help you understand how to really launch your product to be well received by your marketplace. So in order to do that, we've got to be able to follow a certain sequence of steps so that they know exactly what they're getting. You can build that momentum. You could sell a lot of your products so that you can end up having that profitable return, right? So where do we begin? Well, that's typically the first step that stops a lot of entrepreneurs from developing their own products. Some people, they really do not enjoy going through the work of product creation, which is okay. There's other offers out there for you. There's affiliate offers. There's other things that you can do to sell other people's products. But if you're in business for yourself, let's say that you are a personal fitness coach. And if you're a personal fitness coach, you have probably your own kind of program. You've got all these other things going on with your clients, whether it be like a coaching, whether it be a one-on-one. And so what we want to do is be able to add to that program. We want to be able to add certain things. So as an example, let's say as for me, business consultant who specializes in sales strategies, there's some things that I could do along the way to add to my business. So if you're not a business owner, but say you're an internet marketer and I wanted to attract you into my business and I wanted to work directly with you, I could then create a product, right? Whether it be a 4-week, 8-week, 12-week kind of course that is going to help you get a better result inside of your business, or help you launch something, or help you build your social media presence. But I can create a product based off of the need of my market. So that goes into the very first step, is doing your research and development. So step 1, research and development. You want to be able to really identify who your market is and who you want to work with. So let's say that you're a health and fitness coach and you want to see exactly what product would be best for, say, executives who have no time to hit the gym, or have no time to cook the right meals, or have no time to really dive into the nutrition planning that they need so that they can live a better life or a higher quality of life. So what do we do from there? Well, research and development. Research and development. Okay, this is the biggest part. This is the number 1 step that most entrepreneurs skip because of the work that's involved. So let me ask you real quick, have you ever thought about something that you know would really be good for somebody else, a group of people, but yet you didn't take that first step because it just seemed too overwhelming? So you said, well, I don't know how to do it, so I'm just not going to do it at all. Well, that is the first sign of failure. We want to be able to get rid of that, okay? We want to release ourselves from that stronghold so that whenever you have that passion inside you, whenever you have that idea, you can just take that idea into a new marketplace, do your research and development, start to create your product. So step 1 is research and development. Now, how do we do that? Well, we do our research through, surveys, through asking people who are on your list, through creating blog posts or some form of content, blog posts, videos, things like that are going to allow your specific group of people that you want to help to give you feedback on what their biggest problems are. So imagine if you had, say, a list of 2,000 people that you sent a survey to that said basically, if you could learn 3 things, what would they be? And then you gave them like a bullet point kind of thing for them to choose from. That would allow you to get your market research done for you. What if you created an ad, an advertisement on Facebook that said, targeting executives, and then putting a survey in there saying, hey, I'd love to be able to help you increase your quality of life. All you have to do is participate in the survey, and I'm going to email you a registration link, or for the next webinar, or I'm going to email you some form of more information that can help me as the developer give you what you need to solve your problem. That's really what it is. Most people get in front of the computer or get in front of the camera, whatever they're doing, and they think, okay, well, I've got to think about this from scratch. I've got to develop this on my own, and there's nothing that I can do to ask for help, right? I've got to be able to do this all on my own. If you come from that angle and you think, okay, well, the only way for me to be able to develop a product is by coming out with it on my own, not doing any kind of asking, research, surveying, anything like that, you're going to lose. It's going to be a negative EV, meaning that the expected value is going to be negative because of the fact that you're not going to be able to actually give your market what they want. Imagine if you were, in front of somebody and they said, hey, what can I do to help you? And you said, oh, well, you can teach me how to, like for sake of example with the executives, you could show me how to meal plan. You could show me a nutritional diet that could allow me to, form my meals without me spending so much time in the kitchen. Okay, perfect. And then what happens if you had, say, out of 2,000 people surveyed, let's say you had, 200 people, 10% of those people actually actually fill out the survey. Okay, so let's say you have 2,000 people you targeted in the survey, you had 10% fill it out, 200 people filled out that survey, and let's say you had a majority of those answers come back and have that one specific problem that they're facing. You know for a fact that those people who have filled out that survey are interested in learning more about that as a solution. So now what we get to do is go back to the drawing board and go to step 2. Step 2 is going to be the actual product creation, okay? Being able to develop this, okay? So we're going to take the research that we've already gone and done, and then we're going to start develop our product, okay? So that is going to be step 1 and step 2. In developing the product, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Let's just be real. If it's your very first product launch, believe me, in my first product launch, I looked at that at the end of it and I said, wow, this could be done so much better. But I'm not going to wait for that because I know that I'm going to have to, really get the feedback from the people who have gone through the product so that I can then use that feedback to better my product. But without you having that feedback, you're basically guessing. You're sitting here, you might be able to do some statistical research to see, okay, what works better. You might even be able to do some kind of, scientific kind of research to where, okay, well, how are they going to learn best? How can I format this to where it's going to be received well by those members or by those people who are purchasing my product? Now, once you get through the market research and development, and then you get through with the actual creating of the product, now what we want to do is decide, okay, are we going to offer this as an affiliate incentive to where you're going to be able to give out, basically a percentage of the income that you make to people who are going to sell your product for you. Now, this does require some form of setup as far as your merchant accounts, meaning like if you're going to accept payments, there's certain things that need to be done and set up and structured so that you can allow people to become affiliates of your product so that they can make 20, 30, 50% commissions on every one of the products that they sell. So imagine having an army of people out there that are selling your product for you and all you're doing is offering them a portion of the commissions. Okay, that's a great way to do that. Now, not every product should have an affiliate program attached to it, okay, but it does spark extra incentive for those folks to push your product for you because like we said at the very beginning of this, some people, they do not want to launch their own products. So if they don't want to launch their own products, they're going to become affiliates of other products that are really helping people and impacting the marketplace. So if you could find those affiliates, that's basically your army of people who are going to do the selling for you. So imagine sitting back on the beach, imagine sitting back on, traveling the world, doing what you're doing, or maybe even focus on other areas of your business where you have an army of people out there actually doing the selling for you. Now that is big, that is huge. Okay, so think about that when you're creating your product. Is it going to be an affiliate product? The next thing we want to focus on, which is the fourth thing, is bonuses. Now the bonuses that are going to take place are going to help incentivize your buyers. So let's say that I'm creating a product about social media, okay, and that social media product is going to be geared towards internet marketers. Now, if I wanted to sell more of that product, I would attach bonuses to it. So basically saying, hey, purchase this product today and you're going to receive X, Y, and Z as a gift. Okay, whether it's a physical product that you're shipping, say like, you have 100 of these special books that will help internet marketers, and you're going to then ship them that book for every purchase that they make. Maybe that's something you want to do. Maybe it's a one-on-one training where you can actually walk them through how to use your product, right? Maybe it's a group setting. Maybe it's access to a private Facebook group. All I'm sharing is that there's a lot of different bonuses that you can add to your product launch so that when people go and see this advertisement or they get they come in contact with your product, they're going to be able to say, okay, well, not only am I getting this awesome, cool thing, but I'm getting all these awesome, cool things as well, which is going to help you sell more stuff, okay? So that's we want research and development to recap. Number 1, research and development. Number 2, product creation. Number 3, figuring out if you're going to have an affiliate program. Number 4, adding bonuses. Now number 5 is pre-selling. Now if you want to pre-sell, let's say that you have a like a product like a private mastermind, or you're trying to do a launch that is in, say, another city, or say you're doing something local but it's not going to be for 3 or 4 months. Let's say that you are doing a coaching course that opens up at a certain day, right? So any future kind of product that's going to be released, you can pre-sell that. Now, as long as you actually deliver and plan on delivering on the goods. There's a lot of people right now that go through that process and then say something happens. Let's say that there's like you get shiny ball syndrome. And so let's say that you're pre-selling something for 3 months from now, and a month and a half in, you end up getting distracted by a new opportunity or by a new project, and now your focus is on that thing, so you're not putting as much work in on the pre-selling or the new launch. That will hurt a lot, because people are going to give you feedback. They're going to go ahead and review your product. They're going to go ahead and share their experience with you online, which unfortunately cannot be erased. So for a lot of the times when we're going through this pre-selling process, you want to make sure it's your main focus. You want to make sure that it's the one thing that you're really going to be able to deliver on, because it's going to help you scale that up for the next time. So like in a, for instance, kind of deal, I have a private mastermind that I'm holding this weekend, and the next one will be going on in the fall. So I'll be pre-selling for that mastermind for the next 5 or 6 months, right? Until it comes time to actually show up, or within about 30 days, because I know it's pretty difficult to kind of have a mastermind in another city and have these people pay for, airplanes and travel costs and stuff like that in less than 30 days. So we want to be able to have like a 3, 4, 5 month window to where we're pre-selling this stuff. So if you have a launch in, say, 12 months from now, and you're looking to launch in 12 months or 9 months or 6 months, start to pre-sell, start to create basically like a VIP list, start to create some kind of maybe alpha testing, where you can say, okay, well look, I'm going to give 10 spots away at a highly discounted price, and this discounted price is only going to be because of the fact you're going to go through the product, you're going to share with me the bugs, the kinks, the things that need to be improved on to better the user experience. Now, if you had those people out there, you could pre-sell, you could then pay for your ad costs, recoup any of the losses that you had in creating the product, which is going to allow you to breathe a little bit, knowing that the creation of this product didn't cost you a thing. It actually was paid for by the people who are going to be purchasing more of it. So that's one thing that we want to focus on. Now, number 6 is the actual launching of the product. Now, how do we launch this product? Well, we do it through promotional cycles. Okay, promotional cycles. If you've never heard of a promotional cycle before, what that is basically a breakdown of 60 or 90 days out, or however long it is until your launch, and breaking it down day by day, week by week, so you know exactly where you're going to be focusing on, your targeting, where your ads are going to be placed, how often they're going to be placed, the budget. You're going to be giving basically yourself an outline, a day-by-day outline of exactly what needs to be done every single day. So when you wake up in the morning, you know that you can dedicate 1 to 2 to 3 hours to the specific project, doing this specific activity that's going to lead to this specific result. When you have these promotional campaigns, the promotional cycles all detailed out, then your launches become really simple. You know exactly what needs to be done. You have it reverse engineered from the end result to the very next day of how you have to accomplish these things. And that produces a sense of ease inside of you. As us humans, we tend to get anxious, right? And that anxiety is going to lead to procrastination. And procrastination is going to lead to a failed campaign or a failed launch. So that's why I'm sharing with you this right now, is to be able to go through the promotional cycle. If you've never put together a promotional cycle, that's something that I could help you with if you found that interesting. But being able to go through the promotional cycle day by day, knowing exactly what needs to be done and how it needs to be done and who it's going to be done to, is going to be able to help you take larger steps, faster steps, and make it more clear for your target market to see exactly what they're getting. Now, the final step, step 7, is going to be all about upsells. So imagine when you have somebody who is going to be purchasing this product. Let's say, for an example, the social media. Right? So let's say you have a product that you're going to launch where it's a 4-week social media crash course or a coaching program or something like that. Well, what happens when those people purchase from you? Well, now we want to go ahead and upsell them on other products or other programs that can, like we say, add on. Okay? We want to add on to the product that they just purchased. We don't want to cannibalize what we're doing. So what I'm trying to say is, We don't want it to be an or kind of product. We don't want to create one product launch and then go through an upsell and then say, okay, well, now that you bought this, you could watch this one or you could do this one. We don't want that. We want to do the and. We want basically to say, okay, well, if you purchase this 4-week social media crash course, then you would love this. So on top of that, you're going to want this. So that way you can go through the 4-week crash course and get this extra product for, whether it be, let's say that you're selling a social media crash course for like say $300, $249 or something like that. If you did that, then you could create maybe a specific kind of course for something like videos, right? How to create videos that can sell your products or business on social media. So let's say the 4-week crash course is all about identifying your target market, building profiles, how to engage, how to respond, how to build your presence. And so at the end of the 4 weeks, they're going to receive X result, right? They're going to receive a specific result. Well, what happens if then you go and create another product that says, okay, look, you just went through the 4-week course. Now I want to offer you guys how to make videos the right way so that you can use videos to sell more of your stuff at a lower cost. Now people are going to go, okay, well, cool, this makes sense. I understand that how to set up my bios. I understand how to create social media presence and how to increase that and really start to engage and build my brand. Now, how can I sell more stuff on social media, right? So as you can see, it adds to the first one. When you have that kind of process in place, you're walking people down a process that's going to actually make sense to them, and it's going to get them to want to spend more with you, because if you can deliver on that first product, then the upsell is basically, it's inevitable for you to make sales. It's just like anything else. When you go into, let's say you go to the clothing store, okay, and you see that you bought an entire outfit, but it's the middle of summertime, okay, and they have the sunglasses that are right there at the checkout line, right? Once you see those sunglasses, you start to think, okay, well, darn, I already got the outfit, I'm gonna need the sunglasses, right? It's not one or the other, it's the outfit and the sunglasses. So when you're checking out, what are you gonna do? You're gonna ask the guy, you're gonna say, hey, look, how much are those sunglasses? Okay, cool. Or better yet, if the salesman knows what he's doing, he's gonna refer you and point you to that. So he's going to say, hey, look, I see you got this brand new outfit. Have you seen these sunglasses that go well with it? And then you're going to look over there and you're going to go, well, you know what? You're going to start to think, it is bright outside. I did just get a new outfit. It would look good together. It would make me, it would hide me from the UV rays or whatever it is that the benefits are of those sunglasses. And now it makes sense. It adds on to your original purchase. So this could happen in literally any industry across the board. It doesn't really matter about that. And so that's one thing that we want to be able to focus on at the very end of our product launch is the upsell on the back end, being able to get those people who purchased our product to purchase more of our products, right? And that's the way that it works. So to recap, the 7 things that we have looked over today on how to create your perfect product launch is to do your market research and your development, right? Sending out surveys, creating ads that are going to create engagement in that market to help identify specific problems so that you don't have to think about really anything. You're going to let them tell you exactly what they want and then just deliver. And number 2 is going to be creating the actual product, right? Going through the process of taking that market research and then giving them exactly what they want. This could be done through membership sites. This could be done through one-on-ones. This could be done through group coaching. There's so many different ways for you to develop the product that it's amazingly it's such a wide range that there's nothing that you can't find that won't make you feel comfortable, right? Even though I encourage you to get outside that comfort zone, if you're more into the coaching scene, then develop a coaching program. If you're more into the one-on-one, develop a consultation program. If you're more into the recordings, like a membership site where you're just going to add new content for people to find and come on board with, then do that. But there's so many different options for you as an entrepreneur to where you should not ever have to worry about where your next income is coming from. If you're not making enough money right now, do some research in a specific industry that all has a problem. We all have issues. We all have problems inside of our business. Go and attack one specific niche, figure out what their biggest problem is through market research, and start to develop that product. Okay? Now, number 3 is affiliate programs, deciding on whether or not you're going to offer that. And number 4 are bonuses, adding those bonuses in so that people can feel enticed to purchase that from you. Number 5 is going to be pre-selling, making sure that you can recoup those costs from your advertising and recoup everything that you had to put into as an investment to create this product. Now, number 6 is the actual launching of the product using a promotional campaign or promotional cycle so that you know exactly what steps to take. And the final step are the upsells, being able to have upsells attached to the back end of your product so that when people purchase this one thing, it's not an or, it's an and. So I would like to have this and that, which is going to allow you to sell a lot more, and it's going to help you build your fan base, it's going to help you deliver results, make that impact that you want, and in my eyes, is what we're all in business for. So I believe that if you take these steps and you walk through these and you start to create your own product, you're going to have a great deal of success. If you would like any help with creating your product, I'm talking about doing the market research, generating the pre-sales, doing the follow-up and creating the back-end upsell. I'm talking everything from step 1 to step 7 or anything in between. Go ahead and click the link below this video or find me at brandonnorthwick.com. Okay, we can set up a one-on-one session for us to really sit down. And the session is complimentary. There's no high-pressure tactics or anything like that. It's basically me sitting down with you, helping you identify what the next step is so you have a clear path to this next product launch. If this is something that interests you, like I said, either click the link below this video or around this video and set up your schedule with me today. I only hold a certain amount of these meetings per week because of the amount of time I'm dedicating to you. So really, there's no harm, okay? There's nothing really to lose, because at the end of that 75-minute session that we have together, you're going to be able to walk away with an amazing plan whether or not we decide to really work together. All I really want to do is make sure that you have the plan in place, the strategies in place, the tools and resources so that you can know exactly what to do next, so that you can increase your income and grow your network, build your brand, and start to really dominate the marketplace. So I hope you had a great time watching today's episode number 20. Huge landmark for Business for Breakfast show, and I appreciate you for coming back tomorrow. Enjoy your day.